I tell my single friends, I'm like, if you want a man, go anywhere outside of here. Okay? We can start the Passport Sisters, because I'm telling you, we are adored in other places. Don't believe this BS that they try to sell us in America that we're less desirable.
Both of you are students in the Philippines. I wanted to know, like, do Filipino guys really come up to you guys? Like, do Filipino guys try to call you guys?
You mean approach, like want to date?
Yeah, asking you to date you.
Okay, for me, honestly, no.
No?
No.
I walk her back, I set my alarm, get, showered, take my makeup off, all that stuff, and I was like, Nami in the morning. Like, I was just really excited to go to Nami. So I wake up, I get ready, I text them, ready when you are, ha 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 ha, smiley face, nothing. I got no text, no call, nothing. So, he's all apologetic the following week and everything, and the first thing he says to me is like, let me make it up to you, you should come over. I'm like, come over why? He's like, oh yeah, just come hang around Suwon, I can show you around Suwon, hang around my house. I'm like, he thinks I'm stupid.
What it's like dating in Japan as a Black woman. So let's get right into this video, shall we? I will say, I'm not here to play any games. I'm not here to play with your feelings or sell you a dream. But a lot of Japanese men, the ones who do want to date interracially, go for white women.
Modern women and toxic feminism drove men away. Now they're seeking women in other countries. This is the Passport Bro movement in a nutshell, and modern women are having a meltdown about it. They're going on TikTok using every shame tactic in the book to make these men look like creepy, misogynistic perverts. Women use these kinds of tactics all the time, and this is no different. But one of the funniest outcomes of this feminist nuclear-level meltdown is how they've attempted to create a counter-movement. And they haven't even been able to come up with an original name for it. They literally describe themselves as Passport Sisters. I've often pointed out that women don't seem to be able to create their own things. They just piggyback on everything men do and try to beat men at being men. This is what feminism has taught women to do. Modern women lack the creativity to be able to create their own games and excel in them. And it isn't men who are stopping them. We don't care. They stop themselves by trying to be better men than us, which is an extremely strange idea. We want women to be women, but they refuse. So they're trying to outdo men. And this Passport Bro, Passport Sis thing is just another example of that. Yeah, good luck with that. But before we go any further, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to CryptoPump, who said, the funny thing is, women would completely abandon feminism if everything crashed and the comfy lifestyle went away. The harder life is, the more things naturally revert back to its normal gender roles. And that's what we're seeing live today in this world, men. So please, don't forget to reach out to us by email to claim your $5. As usual, guys, I'll pick one comment from each video. It may be the funniest, the most liked, or one that touched me, so don't forget to leave a comment and you may be our next winner. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons too, as it helps a ton. Now, back to the video.
Embrace your masculinity.
I do think it's time to proclaim myself as the president of the Passport Sis group, though. For those of you who are single and are looking, it's never too late to look outside of the borders. And you know what? If the guys can have their little Passport Bros movement, then hey, it's time for y'all to jump on.
The whole Passport Sister movement was doomed to fail from the beginning. One of the main reasons for that is that the Passport Sister movement started because women were angry that men were exploring their options. Anger, resentment, and jealousy are terrible reasons to do anything. Men didn't start leaving modern women and going overseas because they were angry. They're doing this because it's just a much smarter decision. Modern women have become undateable and almost impossible to have a relationship with. Passport Bros have solid reasons for leaving. It's a very well thought out decision based on reason and logic. However, the Passport Sister movement is an emotional reaction to men achieving some success, which, in this society, is absolutely unacceptable. These women are just looking to get revenge and prove that they can beat men at their own game. This is what modern feminism is all about. Beating men in every arena and trying to prove that men are bad. Women are earning as much as men now and even more in some sectors. The gynocratic society we are now living in continues to give women huge advantages in almost every way. They need women to beat men, and they're more than willing to cheat in order to do that. But the only difference with the Passport Bro movement is that it's a game that women cannot win. Women cannot go overseas and find the same level of success and happiness as men can. There are really solid reasons for this that aren't changing anytime soon. Modern women are the reason why men are leaving the West and flying to other countries in search of better romantic opportunities. Modern women have become aggressive, disagreeable, resentful, competitive, and almost impossible to tolerate in a conversation, let alone a relationship. These traits are universally repulsive to all men. The kind of men that Passport Sisters are looking for will not put up with this kind of behavior. Modern women going overseas are being force-fed a strong dose of reality. They're realizing how easy they had it over there. Passport Sisters are realizing that men in the West have been putting up with so much BS for so long, and now they're struggling to find good men overseas who will tolerate half as much as we do. Take a look at this clip and you'll know. So here's a woman who's gone to the Dominican Republic to find a husband because she couldn't find a man in the US. I wonder why. And already, you can see the anger and hostility she has towards him because he can't provide for her in the same way she can provide for him. This is what hypergamy is all about, men. You can't erase it. Women resent men who can't provide for them. This is just the truth. And not only is she the breadwinner, as she likes to keep reminding him, but let's think about some of her characteristics. She's harsh, critical, bitter, and controlling. She's acting like his pissed off, angry mother, bashing him for not doing what she wants. This man is running full speed into a brick wall with this woman. Let's take a look at how it turned out for her.
Yo no estoy pasando tiempo contigo porque tú eres una persona que me vive tirando muchas cosas en cara. Tu éxito y ese tipo de cosas. A mí no me gusta eso. Honestamente, a mí no me gusta eso. Después que salimos de Santo Domingo, yo actué como que si todo estaba bien. Pero después que llegué al hotel, yo no aguanté y le dije que me iba a ir de ahí. Pues yo estaba incómodo. Cosas cambiaron. Cuando fuimos donde mi mamá, dije que el baño esto, que el baño lo otro. El baño sí realmente estaba limpio. Todo empezó desde ahí, porque siempre te ponen por encima de lo demás. O sea, tú eres un ser humano, igual que todo el mundo. La persona que yo conocí en ese gimnasio, yo pensé que iba a ser diferente, hasta que se volvió una relación real. Tú tienes que saber que yo soy un hombre y soy adulto, y tú estás en mi país.
So you're telling me that you haven't come around for all this time because I made you feel like a small man and you didn't have the dignity to come to me like a man and tell me what the problem was. Instead, you chose to disappear and allow me to waste my money and be by myself.
Yo soy el hombre en la relación. ¿Tú crees que tú me puedes controlar a mí? No es así. A mí no me interesa el dinero.
For the last 6-7 months, you have asked me for money. And I've tried to support you the best way that I can.
Dime qué cantidad de dinero que tengo que devolvértelo y te lo voy a devolver. Dime cuánto que tú necesitas, que te lo voy a devolver.
If that's what you think this is about, then I think you're still confused on the bigger problem.
Confundida está tu corazón, porque a pesar de que yo soy dominicano, tú piensas que yo no puedo conseguir esa cantidad de dinero. Al contrario, el dominicano trabaja muchísimo más pesado que los gringos. ¿Tú no lo sabías eso?
Who is a gringo?
Tú eres gringa.
Can we get a round of applause for that man? This dude is setting a fantastic example of how a man should be. Granted, she's beautiful, but smart men know that beauty fades. And when that happens, you're stuck with her character and personality. In this case, he knows he would be an absolutely miserable wreck of a man if he was married to her. She was throwing the fact that she's a doctor in his face and even embarrassed him in front of his entire family. These are not the traits of a woman you want to be married to. She doesn't get the fact that men don't care what she has. We already know that at the end of the day, it's not ours. In a relationship, a woman's money is hers, but a man's money belongs to the woman. And she will not hesitate to throw that in a man's face when it suits her to do so. When will modern women learn that we don't care how much she earns? We're not like women. We care what kind of person you are, not what kind of money you bring to the table. The passport sister movement was doomed to fail because of one core reason. One word: hypergamy. It's funny that men in the West have become fully aware of how hypergamy works, but so many women are still in denial about it. When it comes to economics, we know that women mate across and up. Men date across and down, although if he bags a 10, he won't complain. A high-value man will easily date that cute girl working at McDonald's if she's beautiful, charming, caring, and soft. He could be a billionaire and she still has a good chance if she's attractive enough. Now, could you say the same thing about women? Absolutely not. A woman who earns $100K a year wouldn't be seen dead with a man working at McDonald's. She might even shame and attack him as a failure for not earning enough money to support her lifestyle. This is why men are the most romantic gender. We will happily marry a woman regardless of the money she's earning or her position in life. The same cannot be said for modern women. Passport sisters are going overseas to find men, but the only men they want to date are men earning over 6 figures in United States dollars. Even the dumbest person could take a few minutes to think about why an American woman flying to a country like Gambia to find a rich man makes absolutely no sense. The delusional dating standards of modern women are one of the reasons why men left. Their standards were delusional in the US, and it doesn't matter where these women go, these standards will still be delusional. Good luck trying to find a man over 6 foot in Thailand. The stupidity is off the charts.
If you ever felt like you was just so high, how you doing? Good, thank you. If you ever felt like you just so fat that nobody's gonna love you, girl, come to Jamaica. They love us. Let me tell you something. They chase us around this resort. Listen, if you are over 200 pounds, bring your big ass to Jamaica. Please, I'm telling you, you definitely gonna leave with something.
Friends to Jamaica. We just went to go have fun, get away, and I ended up having a little bit too much fun. I ended up having a one-night stand with somebody who worked at the resort, and obviously didn't use protection, came home, and ended up getting really, really sick about a week after I got home. I was in and out of the hospital. They had a hard time finding what was going on because HIV doesn't show up in your blood that quick. And so they finally did a spinal tap. They found HIV in my system.
Yeah, she got HIV because she got digged down in another country. The funny thing is, if a man advised her not to do that, he'd be called a misogynist for it. And this brings me to another point I want to make. Ladies, this isn't some, if men can do it, we can do it too type of thing. That might fly with some things, but it won't fly with going overseas. Do you want to know why? Because if you land in a random town in Gambia and start walking the streets looking for a man, you might find one, but not in the way you want it, and that would be the last trip you ever take.
So you all, I come on to just react to a phone call that I received today. And one of my beautiful subscriber queen sisters, she was concerned about some videos that she have seen concerning African American women dying in the Gambia. And it should be a concern, because guess what? It's true.
It's fine to say you're a strong, independent boss babe woman when you're sat in a cushy American society that values a woman's feelings over facts. But taking that girl boss attitude over to a country that doesn't have that same attitude can get you in some serious trouble. And for what? To prove something to men? Is that really worth losing your life over? It's insanely immature. I find it fascinating how women would rather go to a developing country and risk their safety instead of taking accountability back home. This just shows you how allergic modern women are to self-reflection and changing themselves.
Why don't we get our passports and go overseas too and find us a man that is going to treat us right, just like they're finding women to treat them right over there. So let's go over there and take our passports and go over there and find us some good men too that love us United States women, just like the women over there love the United States men. And then we all be passport bros and buddies and girls.
This woman is naive. Even if safety wasn't a concern, women would still be wasting their time looking for men overseas. The harsh truth is, men from these countries aren't looking to date Western women. Men from developing countries only come to America and Western countries for economic reasons. They want to get paid, and it's a great reason that makes sense. But nowhere on the planet will you find a man from a country like the Philippines saying, "Damn, I'm moving to the US to find me a modern feminist woman to marry." This has literally happened 0 times. Modern women in the West are giant red flags the world over. And why do you think that is, ladies? Think about it. If the entire world doesn't consider you a viable dating option, and men in your own country are flying to third world countries to escape you, what do you think that means about you? But I realize asking logical questions to a modern woman is like speaking a different language. They'll just point the finger at men like they do with everything else. And here's something modern passport sister women haven't considered. Follow me on this. Modern women say they hate traditional men because traditional men are oppressive. They also hate men being masculine because it's toxic. They also hate traditional feminine roles because they're restrictive symptoms of the patriarchy. Well, ladies, let me ask you. Exactly what kind of men do you think live in those countries? Do you think you're gonna fly to the Dominican Republic and find yourself a soft, feminine, liberal, gender-fluid man? Please make it make sense. Modern passport sisters are flying to countries that are far more traditional than the West, and this is exactly the thing that modern women say they hate. Imagine a country that's 1,000% more feminist than the US. Now imagine flying there in the hopes of finding a soft, feminine, traditional woman to marry. You would be laughed out of the room for suggesting it. It would be pure delusion. But this is exactly what the passport sisters are doing, and they're too blind to see it. This movement is doomed to fail. See it for what it is. An angry, jealous attempt to beat men in a game that men are designed to win. They'll tire themselves out eventually. But for now, enjoy the show. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you'll get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.